lifelong. Okay. So that is a long-term market. Now coming into the model bats. So probably there are two faculties in your department. They have done a lot of work with the bats. You may have a lot of information, right? So I just pick up in a very overlay. There are two different order. One is like a microchiroptera and megachiroptera. So I am going to use this model. Right? The one completely depends on a flower, leaf, and nectar. Why? Because they travel for a very long period of a very long distance. It recognizes the foods, whether this is an edible or not edible, based on the tolerant molecule released from the fruits or flower or from the leaves. Okay. So the study animal is a cyanotropes. So it normally stays like an harem organization, one male with many females in a modified tempo. So this question started from a very early days of my research in 1995 when I was doing my MPhil program. I started to work on foraging behavior. So we just want to know what kind of fruits or flowers it's eating. So we put a radio collar, small radio telemetry on the neck and allow them to freely fly in the environment, and we track them. We want to see that whether they are eating the fruits alone or different types of fruits or flowers or any leaf, and how long it is active and how long it is sleeping, something like that. But we got on a different information based on that whole lot of data. From here, this is like an St. John's College, where I did my MPhil. So there is a roost, because and there are three different foraging areas. Okay. So what we observed every day, it started from here, directly go to that foraging area, the place where there is a n number of fruit trees, going to the same tree again and again every day at first, and then it started to move the nearing fruit bearing plants and trees. So this given a first question to me, whether they use a sense of olfactory memory or spatial. So this is the first two questions we set from the very early stage. And then the question comes to our mind, okay, they may have a spatial memory or olfactory memory, then how we recognize the fruit as like an edible one or non-edible way of or like a palatability, and whether this is a ripened fruit or unripened fruit. Okay. So to understand these questions, we studied design an experiment, because these young ones are very ultricial. They are like completely depends on the mother up to the month of age. Okay. So we bring the animal into the captive conditions, and we set up like a learning experiment. We keep one roosting place. That's the only place it can roost with their mother, and we kept like two different platforms. Okay. So the platform are like a weight sensitive. The bats stool down and stay on the platform. It will give an additional weight, so it gives a signals. Okay. So based on that, in the darkness we assess, yes, it flew down and made an attempt to the fruit tray. Okay. So in the two platform, the one we given like a chopped apple. Okay? So the apple doesn't have any smell, but we mix with the cinnamon. Okay? The cinnamon is like a very strong odor, attract bats, and then it gives like a more nutrition to the animal. So it stimulates the animal to learn. Okay? And another one, without the cinnamon flavor, we just kept like a chopped apple. Okay? So we tried the one with the mother, and in the absence of mother to the novel odor in the cage, and then we test them in a later stage, for example after 45 days. What happened? The one like always with the mother. Okay, here we say that mother pups both are trained, and the other one pups only trained and mother pups not trained. So there are like two different ones. This is like a testing. Here when we provide